この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for The Great Pretender. Oh wait, it's just Great Pretender. I'm here for Great Pretender, episodes 9 and 10, and we are going to finish off Singapore Sky today. We're 3 episodes into the arc and it's getting spicy. I'm kind of intrigued by what's going on and we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I got a couple things to talk about and we're going to talk about them. First thing I'll say is, yes, I cut my hair. I was getting really tired of going like this and getting it the fuck out of my face during every recording that I was doing, so I chopped a bunch of it off. I still probably have to trim some more out of here and like maybe do some texturing over here, but I don't care that much and I'll do it later. For now, we're on the fuck, I keep doing The Great Pretender. That's the song name. It's Great Pretender. God. We're on episode 9. In the last couple of episodes, we have revealed a bunch of stuff about Abby's backstory. Although it's not completely super clear to me what's going on there, it is super clear that she was an effectively child soldier in a guerrilla military, probably somewhere in the Middle East, and watched a whole bunch of people die in some bombing raids and stuff, which is, yikes. We set up a big ol' underground gambling ring in order to entice our brothers wealthy, yes, the brothers wealthy, in order to get them in and steal all their money. We got some really hard, fully undisguised sexism, although I think he thinks that it's disguised sexism. I think that he thinks that he's being subtle about it, which is the crazy part here. And we met the actual man himself, Luis Mueller, and his wife Isabel, who I am quite suspicious of. I do not trust her. I do trust him. He seems pretty straightforward, and he pretty much let us know what he's about, which is, kill them. Please murder the dudes because they fucked me up. And I don't know if they're gonna do that. I think that's not their style. So we shall see. Isabel is now a part of the squad, and there's a little like hanging thread of suspicion around how Luis Mueller was like found out by the brothers. And I feel like it might be her, and that kind of scares me. Something about the way that she was interacting with him and like giving him the drugs and certain other things makes me a little suspicious of her. I would love to be wrong here, but I am not fully 100%. And then we get the brothers wealthy playing around with Adamura, doing some talks about him being a bad guy. And finally, a couple of really powerful plays. First off, that he goes and pretends to, he does real mechanical stuff, but uses some placebo effect in order to get Clark to believe that his plane is going faster and he's much better because everybody says that he's so much better, which is just brilliant. And then the rest of the crew shows up and pretends to be members of Luis Mueller's old squad out for vengeance and drops the subtle hint that there was an underground gambling ring, which, of course, the brothers wealthy cannot resist. So underground gambling seems like the way we're going to steal their money. We did that at the beginning episode, both with the bike races as sort of prep, and then with Danny, the bad lad, in order to steal all their money. And we're going to try to do the same thing with some much wealthier, much more suspicious characters, much less likely to just let the wool get pulled over their eyes, and much scarier in the ways that they can retaliate. We also set up that Abby is looking for a place to die, and I wonder if that's going to happen, because it seems like there's a distinct possibility of that. And I'm looking at the very opening scene, and it's a repeat of the scene where she talks to Laurent in the shower and asks him very pointedly if Louis was a soldier. And I'm wondering what's up with that. I'm wondering if Abby is perhaps going to take things into her own hands and like, this is just an imagined event, but what if she like crashes her plane into Clark's plane in order to take them both down and fulfill Lewis's desire that they die? Like, that would be some crazy shit, but it would be maybe in the cards. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. I hope that's not what happens. I hope that Abby continues to be a character moving on, but it's possible that she won't, and that's kind of scary. In any case, things are heating up. We're moving into the sort of end of this racing arc and the racing thing. Cynthia has managed to wrangle via some not the way that she wanted to. She wanted to use her womanly charms, but that shit doesn't work on Ibrahim. We managed to wrangle Abby into the finals, and we'll see how everything plays out from there. I have a feeling that the brothers are going to try to kill Abby or blow up her plane, and I don't know how we're going to deal with that. I don't know if there are scams within scams here, and I don't know if Adamura has the whole picture, so I don't know if we have the whole picture. So there's lots to find out and lots to be curious about, and that's very exciting. Let's go ahead and jump on into episode 9 of Great Pretender, Singapore Sky, Case 2.4, episode 9, all that jazz. Okay, as usual, there will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you want to do a synchy thing, there will be the timer-based version, and there will be get your own. I fucked that up so bad. I'm so sorry. If you want to do a synchy thing and sync up your own copy of this episode with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. Let's go. Ring again. Love the piano. Huh? Sleepy don't look good on anybody. Who's this? Oh, it's the payout for losing. Presumably, unless they're double-crossing us. Yeah, damn right. Damn right, Abby. Let's go. Such disguise. No one will know me. All right, at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. I don't know if that's a real hotel. I haven't looked it up. I'll use the OP to look it up. Maybe it's actually like the Mandalay Bay Sands. No, it's a real place. Marina Bay Sands. It is that hotel with the trio things. Cool. 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 Donald Rodriguez. Okay. Ready to bet. Hmm. Maikuda. Oh, nothing. That's like nothing, though. Yeah. Sure. Money on the girl. It's literally nothing. Yeah. Of course, exactly like Danny. Come on. The worst fat suit, man. The worst. Ah, hi, Lewis. Ah, poor guy. And it's done. Here, money, 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 money. Easy peasy. Arigato. I stay took him out. What? We going out gambling? No, okay. Yeah, it was like 3 to 1 odds? Something like that? Yeah. Not to worry. Yeah. Right. Not until after the whole thing is done. No, he'll play it through. Hmm. They are not wearing clothing. Yep, let me hit you with some Vicodins and stuff. Yeah, why are you still here? He really doesn't. I mean, that's an archetype, though. Okay. Back to that convo? Nope, just thinking it through. He was a soldier. Oh shit, this is the dance. She's so little. Nothing could go wrong. Oh, that's a bomb. Uh-oh. Okay, we're in the Middle East. I don't know where. Was he a fucking bomber pilot? Of course he was. Of course he was. Oh! That's some fat stacks, bro. Ooh, ooh. Hmm. Ugh. Yeah. Greed, 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 greed. Keep it going. Making up a pretty penny. So that's 3 back? Maybe a little less because the odds change. Huh. I will return. Hmm. Uh. We're gonna call him out? I mean, you have a steak, right? Like, yeah. Yeah. Sure it is. All right, Lauren, this is an interesting play. Don't you know who I am? Yeah, that's how it goes. You can take the money. That's fine. What is this to do, though? Is this just to put him on edge? Looks great. He looks great. All right, all right, all right. He's so mad. Oh my god. Yeah. It's not the way to do things, man. Ooh. Ooh. Will you take the bait? Shit. Of course. Wait, but you know she's gonna win. All the way to the semifinals. Cool. All right, cool. So we will get knocked out eventually. Oh. Uh-oh. It's not for your coffee. Oh, hi, Abby. What you thinking about, Abby? Vicious as always. They took my parents. Right? Oh boy. I love how we're fleshing out like little bit more, little bit more, little bit more each time. It's great. Where did she go from there, man? How did that even play out? Hi. Just leaving her be. Sure. Really hard to watch, man. Of course. Of course, I'm trustworthy. Bye. Yeah, now you're having a proxy bet on stuff. Oh, that's Kaio. Oh, drop that in the fuel tank somewhere, right? Oh boy. Real unbuttoned there. Oh, a real sexy breast. What? Beast. Beast. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, hey, Abby. Doop de doop de doop de doop de doo dee ba dip da ba dip da ding. Doop da dee dip dip dee da. Literally nobody sees this. Mwah. Bye. Good luck, buddy. Uh-huh. So easy to scam. Oh man, that's fucking rough, buddy. So we're bringing him down so that Sam loses? Sure. So it exploding in episode 1 was because the formula wasn't quite right. So this just looks like there's a mechanical issue. Except much more explosive, right? Oh, he's dead. No, my money! Okay. He's not dead. Other than that, yeah. Whew! Oh, yeah. This is gonna be hard, man. I just wondered what you wanted. Yeah, please don't point that at me. It's not his fault. Yeah. Whoa, probably not his fault either. Oh, good. Smart. What? Is that what we want? Huh? Oh, you mean you're just gonna give me your plan? Cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Sleep. Right. Nope, she's pushing herself. Mochiron. That's a really good way of putting it. The tarnished metal. God, she's all angles, man. She's all sharp. What a great character design. This is his dream, right? Yeah. Just to soar. Oh, is that Production IG? Hey, nice shout out. Shrouded in darkness, Isabel. Interesting. Nope. Hi. Please don't call me that. Yeah, please don't call me that. Okay. She might straight murder that dude. This might not be good. I'd love to be a fly on a wall. Okay. Oh man, a little girl who looks just like her. So, awkward conversation time. Mhm. How many? How many? How many? Yeah. She's from Iraq. Okay. That tracks. Fuck, that's end? Oh, Jeebus. Oh, my lord. That's great. That's great. That's so good. The internal conflict fucking everything up. But was he there? Unless she knows he was there. No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. But it's so clear to us that it's flying that he loves, right? Like even if he was there, he became a pilot to fly, not to kill. That's so good. That's so good. Wow. Okay, so I was super wrong about the reason that Abby was intrigued by Lewis being military. I thought it was some kind of a respect thing, and it's the exact opposite. She wants to know if he killed her fucking parents. Because her whole reason for being a part of that insurgency was revenge, baby. Hatred and revenge. We're watching Abby unravel slowly in the background, and everybody is kind of just like not really paying attention to it. In a way that's very sad. We see Laurent and Cynthia acknowledging that something is wrong here and not doing anything about it. We've only seen Adamora step outside of like just being partners, being like business partners, and try to reach out to her. But he did it in a way that's not going to affect a person who's been through what she's been through. So I don't know how this can play out for Abby in a good way. Obviously, the hope is that she doesn't kill Louis right now, because if she does, then we're all fucked, and this whole racing scam is going way under. Because like if he just disappears, she's the prime suspect, last person seen with him, last person out with him. It's not smart, but she's not thinking smart. She's thinking revenge, right? And that's really freaking scary here. It's really scary here. And then the side plot, which is actually the main plot, right, of the episode, is the gambling and the money. So betting. I love the way that everyone reacts to him coming in with the money, even though they're all scamming him and they all know exactly what's going on here. And I love these scenes so much. These scenes with Louis just feeling himself in the cockpit once more, something that he can never be again, are truly heartbreaking. Really, really good heartbreaking scenes. Don't know what to say about it beyond that. I think they're just fantastic. So Sam cleans up a bunch. Some great skylines, some great art style. Again, I think I mentioned this last week, but I'm becoming kind of inured to the art style. I also think that the best scenes that we had of the style that we had came in Arc 1 so far. I feel like just the color scheme that we chose with the high contrast, bright colors lent itself best to the environment of Hollywood. It felt really good. The same ideas work here in Singapore, in a very metropolitan city, but it doesn't feel quite the same. It doesn't feel like it's quite on the same level as it was in the very beginning. And maybe it's hard to tell whether that's just me becoming jaded to it or whether it's actually gone down in perceived quality and coolness, but I just don't know. So we lose a bunch of money. Louis is around, right? They don't have as much to throw around as we thought, and he's checking things and doing stuff. And yeah, making plans with criminals. I'd rather just have my drugs. He really doesn't let up, does he? No, he does not. So she finds what she can find on Louis Mueller, and we see. Again, I really like how we're expanding this backstory out piece by piece by piece. I also really like the way that we do the lights in here now that I'm looking at it again. This reflected spotlight in the background is really cool. But also, the dance sequence is really cool. It's very well done, very smooth, and utterly cute. And it's in stark contrast to what we are about to see as she's skippy dippy 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 doo down the road, and explosions and planes and Baghdad's getting bombed. Boom. We also find out exactly where Abigail Jones is from. She is from Iraq, which tracks perfectly. And she is not one of the people who was able to flee. She was right there in the middle of it when bombs started dropping in 2003. So shit fuck, fuckity shit fuck. There's nothing to say there except that fucking blows, dude. Getting everything that you know and your entire world rocked by a like global peacekeeping operation conflict is really horrifying. There's nothing else to say. Her life gets completely turned upside down, and she ends up being part of a military. That's rough, dude. That is not good. Okay, so I was wondering what the play is here. And the play is to revoke his membership so that he has to rely on Edamame to place his bets for him. I don't know what the greater play is there, because that would still work if we just let him place his own bets, but I don't know. I guess it's because of the suspicion thing, so that he doesn't just keep betting on Abby, because Abby's a sure thing, right? But Kaio is also a sure thing, and that's why they can eliminate him, which is pretty great. I love the slurping scene, just like, it's fun. I did definitely inhale some tea there, which might reduce my life expectancy by a small amount, but whatever, who cares? And we send him off to do the same thing, and yeah. And Abby is still thinking it through. And we see in this scene where she attacks the dummy with a knife, just the pure rage that is within Abby, that we've seen from the beginning, that she is deeply violent and is capable of serious harm. And we see why. We see where that comes from and what's up there. And then, of course, as she gets hit by a mortar or a shell or a grenade launcher grenade or something, how it all ends. How we piece all those things together, I don't know. Where she goes from there, being like dead on the ground, basically, like whether soldiers pick her up and she spent time in interrogate, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know if we're going to actually answer those questions, and I don't know if we actually need to. It doesn't strike me as utterly necessary. 3D plane sequences look good. These scenes of Isabel watching him feel like he's in a plane again are just heartbreaking. All right, so we set our bets, and this whole sequence with Cynthia finally getting to use her womanly charms to someone who appreciates them. I appreciate them, Cynthia, and also I appreciate the way that you use them. Hot damn. Just all the phrasing throughout this whole sequence is amazing, and super great. And I love Abby's whole expression during the whole thing. It's just like, nobody's gonna see me. They're all staring at Cynthia. Bloop. Easy peasy. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And he goes down and it stalls. And we find out that the idea is not to explode the plane, but instead to just cause a slow stall out. I love Sam getting absolutely off the rocker pissed. He did lose $2.5 million, so it's reasonable, but holy macaroni. Very scary to have this guy suddenly pull a gun. Not quite the same level of terrifying as like Eddie Kasana with the bat in that sequence, but the same kind of vibe where you've got a known criminal element who is willing to kill and probably able to cover up for it, like just holding a gun to your head because he can. And there's not much you can do about that. You just have to play it as well as you possibly can, and they do, and they play out of it. Very scary. Very scary. And then we step up security, and Edamura agrees with that, and I'm wondering what the deal is there. I feel like that's part of the plan overall. So I'm excited to see how the rest of this plays out in the final episode. And of course, Abby hasn't been sleeping much, and so we go and we check in on her a little bit later, and she is out with Luis on the town and this family. It, like, the framing of this, right, is that we see them putter by, but our power spot is right here, right? This is the third and the third and the third in frame. Our power spot is right on this little girl who looks just like her when we saw her character design, and it's helped out immensely by the like the level of contrast throughout the image is all dark. Even these bright trees are like bluish, and so they blend into the background. If you frame this out, it's all blackness, and then there's a spot of light, like a literal spotlight on this little girl, so that we immediately are putting both of these things in juxtaposition, in alignment, and it's a really good piece of little framing here. Yeah, it's excellent. It's excellent so that we see that. And then Abby walking through the darkness. Yeah. So why do you want to talk here? How many have you taken? How many, and where were you? And were you there on the day that my parents were killed? Presumably. Ooh, tense to go into the final episode. I like it a lot. I'm really excited. We'll see how this plays out, man. I'm going to take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, be back in just a second. I'm expecting good things from this final episode of Case 2. We got a pretty solid emotional B plot to resolve here with Abby, and we got a pretty solid intrigue, mystery, and fucking scam artist tactic A plot to resolve with the Ibrahims, or the Brothers Wealthy. Let's get into it. I will take a break and do a sync and be back in a second. Peace. All right, welcome back, and here we go for 2.5, the final episode of Singapore Sky, and it looks like we're starting right where we left off with Abby confronting Louis Mueller, and damn right, that's a good place to start. Here we go, beep beep timer. Let's see if she makes a real big move here. Whoa. Oh. He is trying to die. Oh my god, Makoto Edamura. Whoa. Thank you. Yeah, he wants to fucking die. You'll be free if I die. Damn. He's just looking for an out, man. Wow, what a scene. Whoa. Rough stuff, dude. Super rough stuff, dude. Not what I expected him to say. But now that he says it, it makes perfect sense. He's trapped in this wheel. He wants out. I don't believe him. I think he was just saying what he could to rile somebody up. He realized the situation he was in and saw a hope. Damn. Oh man, I cannot wait to go through those fucking names. There are so many names. Some of them have to be absurd. Night before the grand finals. Let's go. Is that Clark? You don't need one. Ah, right. Yeah, that'll work. Hmm. He's trying. Didn't he fly just the way you told him to? Yeah, until the end, right? Huh. Hmm. How would you do that? An upset? How will you do that? Okay. Oh. Oh, there's the score, baby. Hey. Oh. Hmm. And then Abby win. So, taking everything. Special pill. But security's up. Nah. Is he trying to jump off a cliff? Like, what's he gonna do? Yep. This is cool. Purple and green. Really? Hmm. Seeking danger? Or just seeking to fly? Yeah. Right. That would be a good follow-up if he smiles for some reason. That's why he was able to stand. Huh. I can't distrust Isabel now. Oh. Oh, there's a pretty one. So I want to blow up your plane. Sure. You fucking what, kid? Whoa. But then Sam found out. Good voice acting. Will he put it in? What if he doesn't? Oh, capsule toys. Oh man, what's she gonna pull, man? It's gonna be something so narratively powerful. Very. Never mind, she's not gonna pull. Of course not. Superstition, superstition. Fuck. That would have been such a moment though. She's still got that one. Slips fully back into his accent. Everybody got their pain. God damn it. At 2? Just like Clark, huh? You killed my parents! Ah! Oh, wow, no hood. Hmm. Whoa. So you disrespected him, and that's a huge part of why, huh? Yeah, same idea. But it's kind of revenge. Fair enough. Oh, there's a smile. Hey? Nakanoshima. Hey. Oh, they are all drunk. All glowing real hard. All right, we're in it. It's the day of the grand finals. What the fuck is gonna happen now? Sweet. I thought he was waving to Abby. Oh, he didn't put it in. He didn't put it in. Oh, they might. Fair fight, baby. Hmm? What? He's the one flying? Yo. I'm sorry. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? We're not going to find out until the very last scene of the episode, if at all. Fuck. They put him in the plane. He's gonna die. And maybe he'll win. Yo. Oh my god, he's fucking. He's super crippled. Whoa! Some kind of well-known move that he would do. Oh, they're dancing. There's a smile. It's pretty fucking ridiculous shit. Yeah. Yeah. Aww. It ain't her, baby. Yeah. Is it the same music? What? Hmm. Absolutely insane. So much money on the line. And it's all over. Red for Clark. And he won for real. We threw the whole scam? Or is there another element? Yeah! What a great background. Oh, what a feel-good moment. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you fucked up. What? Wait, what? Do they have, like, a colored film or something over the windows? That's them sprucing it up, isn't it? Oh, they cheated him! Ta-da! What? Was it just a polarized film or something over the windows? Clark, what are you talking about? Yeah, go back, see if if anything's there. It's peeling off. Yeah, yeah. Uh, easy, easy. They're all in the same place. Oh my god. It's just a polarized film to change the color of the fireworks. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. What a play. What an absolute glorious play. Sure, sure. I'm sure. You get the fuck out. Oh, Jesus, get the fuck out. Jubio. Whoa, Abby. Huh? Are we jumping out the window? Yeah, she's got to fucking shoot, right? Yeah, lock that shit in. Oh, that's gonna jerk really hard. Gah. And away we go, and that's fucking. We got a couple minutes. Barely. Maybe. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Hey, buddy, you got to fly. Aww. My heart. It was so wholesome. I didn't expect it to be this wholesome. They're already on a boat. Yeah. Yeah, it was alright. Aw. Oh, she smiled. Great final episode. The the cellophane scam is the best. It's the absolute best. All it takes is that one moment to scam Ibrahim, to scam Sam. Wow. Putting it all on the line, risky as hell, and then revealing to us that Laurent has already pre-planned out for all that risk and has it all covered, baby. I fucking love it. I think this is a great final episode for this arc. And I said it before, but it's way more wholesome than I could have expected. From the starting point of the episode and Abby straight up almost killing Lewis and trying to, like, actively giving it her best shot, only to be saved by Makoto Edamura, and then finally we kind of get through to her through action instead of words. It's pretty fucking amazing, man. Okay, so we talked through it with all these guys. We realized that Clark actually has this respectful relationship with Lewis, and there's an element to that. Like, Clark can't look at Lewis because he knows that what happened was fucked up, and that it's his fault. And discovering that it was Clark's own desire to fight him, like, truly fairly, is it's an amazing twist. It's an amazing character based twist for the whole thing, and I think it's really really well done. Um, okay, so yeah, the setup with the little pop a pill into the gas tank, and he won't do it, and he doesn't do it, is fucking fantastic. This whole scene where we find out some truth about Lewis and about how Isabel feels about him and about how he changed after the war, and having Abby standing there listening to all of it is super potent. I immediately regret some of the things that I said about the backgrounds being kind of like not as good, because there are a bunch in this episode that are as good. This shit's gorgeous. It's just super pretty, and it's lovely. I love Itamura needling Clark just a little bit and really getting to him here. It's fantastic. And finding out the truth by doing so. Yeah, so here we got gang police and FBI and the, what is it, Spirited Samurai? Spirited Samurai, yep. Cool. And she does actually get a capsule toy and gets one that I guess it's relevant seemingly to me, mostly to Clark, betraying the boss, that whole thing. And we finally see him without a mask, without the hood on to cover himself up. And he looks rough, but he looks better than I would have expected. And we see exactly what happened here and exactly why it happened here. He went too far and he pushed Sam to his edge, and Sam is a vindictive fucker who's not going to let that happen. So that's pretty interesting. And we push through it to here, get our plans together, and the setup is here with this guy with the roll of stuff and all these dudes fucking drunk. It's so great. Okay, the bets are in and the insanity occurs. We put Lewis Mueller in a fucking plane, and nobody knows it's him until the moment they start flying. And we set up the whole thing with the sparks and sparkles for red and purple. It's perfect. And he goes for this flip around him, and immediately Clark knows exactly who that is in the plane. And they dance. They actually dance through it. Is it the same song? It might be. I think it is. It is. I thought so. Because it felt like a dance. It's the same song that she danced to. At least thematically it is, right? The song that we use for this sequence is that song. It's another person getting the chance to be back up on their stage in a way that Abby cannot be. And all her resentment and all of her hatred is still there, but in that moment when he leans in and says, "I'm sorry," and he means it, she can't hate him, right? Fuck yes. Dude, fuck yeah. What a great set of reveals and a fantastic swap to the inside where he sees his whole fortune disappear, and so we have to do our vanishing act and disappear as well. And of course, they're not completely in on the scam, so they get in a dangerous situation with him just running in with a fucking gun. Okay, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. And it's rad as hell, and we get a real true photo finish. But the true story finish is right here in this sequence, where he finds a way to be and decides to be back. Not necessarily back in the sport of air racing forever, but back to himself a little bit. And that's ultra potent. I think it's a super powerful finale moment, and it's fun and funny in its own way, and we leave off on an impossible moment of a genuine smile from Abigail Jones. It's perfect. It's a perfect end to this arc. Now, that said, let's compare and contrast. Do I think that this arc lives up to the first arc or is as awesome as the first arc? I don't think so. And maybe that has to do with the way that we were able to pull the wool over the audience's eyes because of Makoto not being entirely a part of the scam. I think this it's real good. And I think there's an argument to be made that it's preference, that you can choose whichever one you want and both are fucking excellent. But this one doesn't do quite as much for me as the incredible reveals and crazy twists of the first arc. It does have some of the same elements. The twist at the end is fantastic. And the character story of somebody who gets redeemed, kind of like Salazar did, is also really good. But I feel like we're going to have to do some more legwork to make the next arcs really pop. I still think that if arc 1 is like a 9 in my book, and I think it is, I think it's really stellar. I think this one is maybe like an 8. And maybe that's because we can't really understand Abby super deeply, and maybe that's just the nature of her character, that she's going to be standoffish toward us. Whereas in arc 1, we got to focus on Edamura as our main character and really dig deep into what makes him tick and why he is the way that he is and who he is. Abby isn't our main character, and she's not our perspective character, so we only get to see her through the lens of another character trying to understand her, and that character doesn't have perfect information on what Abby is dealing with, and so neither do we. And maybe that is what makes it more difficult to discuss and really dig into what makes her tick. But it's also because as far more traumatic as Abby's story is, it's a simpler story, right? A story of true tragedy, loss, and revenge. It's much simpler. Likewise, I mean, Lewis's story is complicated, but we only really get it to come out in this episode. It doesn't resonate with me personally as much as the Arc 1 storyline with Makoto Edamura and his reasons for becoming a con man. And maybe that's just me, right? And I think that's super fair to say that. But I think Arc One still takes the cake for me. We'll have to see if that changes as we move on into Arc 3, but doing so we'll have to wait until next week. Regardless, I think this was a super fun trip to Singapore. The whole air racing idea is really awesome, and getting to find out some more about our characters is always lovely. And I do think that, again, while it's not like, I don't know if we can, from the perspective of this show, investigate Abby more thoroughly, because again, I think that her story is simple if deeply tragic. I just don't want to harp on it too much because I think you understand it. I think we all do pretty well. We get where Abby's coming from pretty straightforwardly, and we get where she ends up at the end of this episode, and it's wonderful. It's great. It's just not as complex. It's not as intricate, perhaps, as what we saw in Arc 1. And that's totally okay. And it still made for a great 5-episode story. I'm excited to see where we go next. I'm excited to see what happens next, and what our next story is going to be. I think it's London. I think it's, yeah, Snow of London. So we will have to wait until next week to see what that's all about. I'm going to wrap there. I think this was a super blast. I think it was a lot of fun to watch these characters in a new place, with some new villains who were very villainous in a very different way, and getting a lot of a human element in these episodes. It was pretty darn good. Cool. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Great Pretender episodes 9 and 10, or Case 2 episodes 4 and 5. I hope you've enjoyed these as much as I have, or more. Again, I think it's totally fair if you identify more with this arc or have your own reasons to. If you do, if you throw like your reasons for doing so and why you like this one better in the comments, I'd love to read them, just to get more people's perspectives on a piece of media that I genuinely enjoy. It's fun. And I think that'll be it. I'll see you next week for the start of Snow of London, Arc 3. Peace.